Anyway, listen, thank you all for being here today, and we want to continue a discussion that simply couldn't be any more important to the future of our state. As you look over our shoulders here in the view of Lake Travis, and it's generally one of the more beautiful views in the state of Texas, and but the presence of these sometimes islands and now even peninsulas serves as a stark reminder that we're in near record drought conditions, and water levels are near record lows as well. We all know this situation is one that from time to time we run into in this state, but we hadn't had enough rain in the last few years, and occasionally drought is a part of our lives in Texas. A week ago I stood next to a reservoir in near San Angelo, a city, a substantial city in this state that could essentially run out of water in 15 months. And that's far from the only community that's having to deal with major water issues. Just across the way in Spicewood Beach, they've been trucking water in, I guess, for some 15 months now. Actually more than that, closer to 20 months that they've had that type of situation on their hands. And in these communities, they're reminded on a continual basis the importance of water every time they take a shower or wash their clothes or brush their teeth, for that matter. While we can't make it rain, we can take measures that extend our existing water supply and work to develop new water supplies. What's adding urgency to this issue is that the ongoing economic success, skyrocketing population growth that we're seeing in Texas, and it's placing even more demand on our water supplies than ever before. In the lower Colorado region of our state, for example, the population is expected to increase by 100% between 2010 and 2060. The population in the Austin area is going to more than double during that period of time. And about 4 months ago, we made history at the Texas legislature by passing House Bill 4, which identified a way to fund our much needed water plans without raising a single penny in taxes. I was very proud to sign it and work with the members of the legislature as we delivered that. House Bill 4 represents a very historic opportunity to fund water projects that will ensure that we have water as we go forward for the next 5 decades. We're talking about projects like new reservoirs, state-of-the-art desalination plants, pipelines to keep water flowing from reservoirs to these communities, and projects that conserve and reuse water. This is just simply too important an issue, and actually we have a very narrow window of opportunity from my perspective. We just cannot afford to come up short on this. We need to do everything within reason to meet our increasing water needs in this state. So to that end, I've instructed certain state agencies to coordinate with each other to prioritize water projects, assist the local communities, ensure these projects are ready to go once funding is in place. As a matter of fact, just this week, TCEQ announced a water project liaison between their agency and the Water Development Board to help implement the measures put in place by House Bill 4. First, though, we wait on the voters. They must approve Proposition 6 if we're to make these plans become a reality. It's important to remember that House Bill 4 isn't about raising tax dollars. It's about moving money from one savings account, our rainy day fund, into a pair of other accounts that will serve as a bank, lending funds at low interest rates to local authorities for the water and conservation projects that they need the most. And through this process, Texas can turn $2 billion that's in the rainy day fund seed money basically, into $30 billion worth of water projects across our state, effectively fulfilling the state's portion of the water plan that we adopted in 2012. How many other states would or could jump at the opportunity to address a major challenge like this without having to raise taxes? I think that the way this was addressed was appropriate. And I tell folks, I said, make no mistake, other states are watching what we're doing here. When we compete with them for an expansion or a relocation site for major employers, you better believe that the status of water is part of the conversation. It comes up. And if Texas is to remain the best place to live and to work and to grow your business, raise your family for that matter, we must ensure that there is an adequate supply of water for generations to come. That's why Proposition 6 is so important to the future of this state. I'm gonna